Hello and welcome to PMC English. I'm Idris and today we are in conversation with Miss Annapurna ji, and she is very famous for her series Dhammapada, which is running on PMC English and Telugu. A very warm welcome to our studio, ma'am.
Thank you.
I will begin with Ambedkar's saying. Once he said, no matter how good constitution is, if the people executing it are bad, then they will find each and every reason to prove it bad. And no matter how bad the constitution is, if the people executing it are good, then they will find everything good in it. So a very warm welcome once again to our show. And as the Republic Day is around, that's the reason you are here and I am here. So could you please express your thoughts about Ambedkar?
In the world, we have seen so many revolutions, and also we have seen so many wars also. So what is the difference between a war, struggle and revolution? So in the world, we have seen in 3000 years 15,000 wars have been fought. So much of violence have created on the earth. For example, First World War, Second World War, we have seen so many wars throughout the world, and also in India also we have seen. So why the wars have been fought? Why? Because some group of people, they are dominating the oppressed and suppressed people in the world, who are weaker and economically or physically or psychologically or in society concepts. When they are weak, some people will dominate. So wars are going like that.
So you mean to say whenever there's a society or whenever there's a certain group of people who are a little bit weaker, the people who are with power or who are strong, they could be mentally, physically or society wise, they try to dominate them, and as a result war comes into picture.
If the weaker section people, they don't follow the orders of the dominant people, they will fight a war. They will kill them.
Right.
So because of this reason, wars are happen in this world. If you take the First World War or Second World War, take about the Hitler. Why he had tortured the people so much? Because he want to prove that German race is great.
Correct.
So for that he had created so much of violence in the First World War or Second World War. So in the world we have seen so many wars. Then while coming to the struggle, why people will struggle? Why? Because if the people, some categorized people, if they dominate the other people, they will struggle mentally, psychologically. So from that struggle, the revolution will come.
Right. So whenever the weaker section, they start struggling, the revolution comes from
revolution will comes from. So Ambedkar is that such type of person who had created a world revolution to give freedom and equality to the weaker section people.
All his life he has been fighting for the
freedom and liberty,
and the equality of the people who are downtrodden. Right.
Not only downtrodden people, and when we take the upper caste people also, especially women, children, and those who are weaker physically or psychologically, economically, so he had fight for them. So the essence of the constitution was, we have to provide equal rights to every sect of people.
Right. So
without any caste, creed or gender, race, they have equal rights, equal fundamental rights.
Right. You mean to say that there was no discrimination for the people who are stronger and the people who are weaker, but there was a concept of equality wherein everybody is equal.
Yeah, everybody.
But
is
this
equal.
concept has been misunderstood. I believe so. Right.
Misunderstood.
So a lot of people you might meet nowadays, they will say that he created something where there's an imbalance. He did a lot for the downtrodden or the weaker section and nothing for the upper caste or the people who are stronger.
No, actually he had prepared the constitution for every sect of people, for every religious people, and he had given equal rights to all the people. For example, the people who are in the poverty, they are in the poverty is there in the lower caste people and also upper caste
Absolutely.
people. So he had actually, especially while coming to the reservations, he had created reservations to uplift the people. Apart from caste, religion, categories and upper or lower, that is not the main concern. He has to uplift the people. Whether they are born in the Brahmin family or in the Kshatriya family or other families, whatever may be the caste and religion, he had created reservations for every sect of people. But what happened in the time period, all these politicians, and so those who have not understood the constitution, what he had, what his vision, they have misused the constitution. Actually, what the Ambedkar's view according to reservations means, if one sect of people have developed with the rights or say reservations, their generations should not use the reservations. They have to give opportunity to the other people. But nowadays what happened, the people who are already developed with the reservations or jobs or they have become MPs, MLAs, but they are using, for example, an MP, those who have become an MP, member of parliament, his children, they should not use the reservations. They have to come in the general category. But generations wise, they are using the reservations. Whether they are in the poverty they are using, or when they become rich also, they are using the reservation. But that is not the view of Ambedkar. This was misused by the people and the society.
Right. So you mean to say the way he designed it is not followed. Right now.
It was completely manipulated and amended according to the mindset of the people, according to the situations and circumstances. That is the reason why India has not developed till now. If the constitution was implemented properly, means according to the view of Ambedkar, vision of Ambedkar, India has developed in the past itself only.
Right. So you mean to say we have misunderstood, or maybe we have amended it and we have not properly executed it the way his vision was.
Yeah.
As a result, we are still in a growing process.
And also most of the people, they don't know what is there in the original constitution. They don't know. They don't have any knowledge. And those people nowadays who are doing the acts and policies and sitting in the assemblies or parliaments, they don't know the awareness about the constitution. They don't know concept of constitution. And they are making acts and policies. They are completely illiterate in the concept of constitution. They don't know what is in that.
How can we solve this?
The solution is one thing. Every leader, every political leader and every member of the parliament, they have to understand the constitution. And especially while coming to the vote bank or electoral rules, they should give permission to the people or select the people for the MPs or MLAs who should properly know about the constitution.
Right.
So that they can make policies very better.
If we see, for a small job also you need a certain set of qualifications, at least 8, 9, 10, whatever. Now I don't think so there will be any post wherein they will see anything less than 10th class. Right. Now my point is, when it comes to politics, the education hardly matters. Was it given by Ambedkar that it's not a requirement to become a politician or to come to the parliament?
No, actually Ambedkar says that everybody should be educated. What happened after the independence struggle or constitution formation, after 1950s to 1970s, what happened in that period, 30 periods means, so the politicians have selected the people without education also, they have selected to the MPs or MLAs. So the ignorance is there. See, and the lack of knowledge is there.
Yeah, I understand.
And that impact we are facing now.
I understand that point of time. I understand India was under British rule, and there's a possibility that a lot of people didn't get opportunity to study. We couldn't have a well-educated politician that time. But what about now? Why is this this thing is still continuing? Why still we have illiterate politicians? They are ruling the people who have done PhD.
The people are literate, but they are illiterate in the morals and ethics. They are very much corrupted. And most of the people, they are thinking about themselves only, not about the society and the people. So the democracy had failed in India completely. And now we have to make a drastic changes in the politics or in the societal conditions. Right. So complete changes have to come.
What changes you want to see in the Indian political system?
Indian political system, the people should understand the problems in the society and they should find the solutions. They should find the solutions, that too very scientifically. And also they should focus on the problems, especially poverty, unemployment and some other problems. And nowadays when we see in India, in some remote areas, the people, they don't have education. And still now in some areas they are facing the problem untouchability. Right. Till today they are facing.
Yes, it's a fact.
That eradication of caste has not happened in India. The caste has become a strong in India. Ambedkar also failed in this context. Why? Because his dream was not taken to the carry forward to up to this moment. Most of the Ambedkarites or Buddhists have become a hypocrites. They will follow Hindu religion in the inner and they will focus like Ambedkarite in the outer. That is the main drawback. That country is not developed. And actually, when we come to the Ambedkar, they will use just like an icon, but they don't follow the principles and rules which he had given in the constitution, and they are not implementing the constitution as it is. If they implement the constitution as it is, India will develop and problems will be solved and people will get education and equal rights, equal importance with humanity, compassion and love. And most of the time Ambedkar had given importance to compassion, love and humanity. So equal rights. And at the time when the Ambedkar was writing the constitution, he has struggled so much. Do you know this? He had struggled so much. Why? Because at that time some leaders, I don't take the name, some leaders have created hurdles in writing the constitution also, especially in the voting process or the right to vote especially. So in India at that time, if you want to vote, you want some eligibility, you have some piece of land, or you should be educated, or you should have some qualities to get the vote. But Ambedkar said those who have born in India, he is the citizen of India, and he had given citizenship to every individual. Apart from religious caste discriminations and also gender discriminations, he had given equal vote. Those who have attained 18 years, they can vote. Correct. They can select the people. So he had given right to vote. So after giving the right to vote in the fundamental rights, everybody had become a citizen in India. Right. So after before the Ambedkar, citizenship is not there. Citizenship is not there. So the people used to live, most of the people used to live who belong to weaker sections in the remote areas. They are not considered as the civilians of the India. So he has given the civilianship and especially globalization and modernization. So globalization, modernization concepts are given by Ambedkar in the constitution. So now we are enjoying that results. Correct. Now we are following this modernization, globalization and also the secularism, socialism. So these points are given in the constitution. Some are implementing and some we are enjoying the results, but most of the constitution is hidden in the darkness. Right. So that should come out. And everybody should read the constitution. What is there? Every citizen should read the constitution so that they can question the leaders when they do the mistake.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless and until people don't know their rights, they cannot talk about, they cannot ask for it. Absolutely. So you mean to say people are ignorant, they are not.
Actually, what is my opinion was, most of the people, they read the religious scriptures, but they don't read the constitution.
Very true.
Now when we are leading our life in the outer world, of course spirituality is also important, but when we come to the outer world, when we are leading in the modernized society, we should aware of every situation and circumstances, so that we have to read the constitution. Everybody should read the constitution, and also we have to especially in education system, we have to teach the children about the constitution. Very true. Yeah, it should be in the syllabus, so that everybody should aware of this constitution. If anybody done mistake, we can question them. So actually the people don't have awareness about the constitution, how they will question? Absolutely. And they don't know what are the fundamental rights and directive principles and directive policies which are given by Ambedkar in the constitution. They don't know, they are unaware of it. Then how they will ask? Just they are going in very darkness. So that is the reason why India is an ancient country, but still it is backward. Why? Because they don't invite changes. They don't accept changes. India is a not poor country. Indians are poor. Very true. Yeah. They don't have any, they don't accept the changes. They don't have any morals or ethics. And this is, I am saying very openly, it's an open secret, everybody know. But I am telling very strongly. Why? Because we are having so many religious scriptures, so many enlightened masters are there, wisdom people are there, wise people and intellectuals are there. Apart from this, the people are leading the life in darkness.
Very true. If we see, the big companies, the big software companies, take it Google or other companies, there are Indians. The presence of Indians is everywhere. But unfortunately, we are not seeing that kind of progress in India.
Actually, in India, we are having so much of intellectuals and intelligent people are there. But in India, if you want to prove your intelligence or intelligency, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. For example, when a person will invent a new thing, so if it should come out means you have to pay something and you have to face so many hurdles to come out that product. Right. So in foreign countries, they have that freedom. Everybody can grow, but India, there is no freedom for it. So most of the people, intelligent people, are going abroad and prove, and
they are doing the best. Of course, they are leading the biggest companies of the world.
Yeah.
Right. But unfortunately, when they are in India, they can't do anything.
They can't do anything.
So
why? Because they don't accept the changes. So they are following same old routine, rotten beliefs, which are restricted to some categorized people only. So India had become independent, but most of the people are in the slavery itself, now itself. Right. Now also they are in the slavery. They don't got the freedom. Country got freedom, the people have not get the independence.
So our education system, if we talk about the education system, right now I believe India has crossed 60 above or maybe up to 70% we are educated, literates rather. So do you really agree with, are we really literate now?
No.
Why so?
Still backward. Why? Because our education system, if you go the syllabus, they are same old routine subjects we are following. We are not updating the syllabus. So actually now what the education system we are following, that is a British system. So we are not getting update according to the situations and circumstances. The syllabus is not changing. And most probably the education system have become to gain the degrees. They are not gaining education for knowledge. They are not reading for knowledge, just for degrees. If you want a job, you have to earn the degree. So you have to educate. So they are only doing using the education for degrees itself, not for knowledge. If education should gain the knowledge, should give the wisdom, and should guide the people up to full extent in their personal life or also in the public life. But that is not happening in the education system. So what I am telling is, if the constitution has implemented 100% in India, India will develop. No doubt in that. But in order to implement that constitution, the people should become aware of that constitution, what is there in the constitution. So it should be implemented as a subject in the education system.
Right. So you stress on making this Constitution of India a very important subject in the syllabus, right?
Yeah.
In the academics.
So they should know why he had struggled, what is the independence struggle. They should know. When we see the syllabus in education system, they will show the independence struggle and other leaders, but they don't focus on constitution. Right. They don't focus on Ambedkar, see. So we should talk about his life also, and also the constitution should be taught in the schools or in the colleges. They should know. So when we know perfectly about that some subject, we will question them. When they will do mistake means we can question it. Right. The people are unaware of that, then why they will question to the leaders? So they are going according to will and wish. So this is what happening in India.
Now moving ahead, if we look back to the history, so what information can you share with us when it comes to Ambedkar? Actually,
Ambedkar is a topmost intellectual and also he is a revolutionary. And his revolution has come from his struggle since from childhood, and he has faced so many discriminations when he is going in facing different types of situations from his childhood itself. And also he had by seeing all the discriminations also, he had not surrendered to the people and he revolted from the situations. And he come out of that situations, and he had completely become educated, and he believed that education will give freedom. If you educate, you have the knowledge of the society and the people and the customs, beliefs and thoughts, and after that you will, if you don't get justice, you can agitate or you can organize the people. So what he had said, that every individual will born on this earth with freedom. Nobody had right to capture the freedom of other people. So in order to give freedom to the people who are oppressed and suppressed, he had fight his whole life, and his constitution is the essence of that.
Really wonderful. So you mean to say these thoughts are really spiritual?
Yeah.
When
Really
if we
spiritual.
talk about individual freedom, giving equal rights, and taking care of the people who are weaker, who are downtrodden, and wherever there is some injustice happening, providing justice, that is really great.
100%, the Ambedkar is 100% spiritual person. He is not materialistic one. That is the reason why he has attracted to the Buddhism and Buddha principles. He had mostly given importance to, we have born like a human being, live like a human being.
Correct.
With humanity, love and compassion. If you live with humanity, love and compassion, you will give importance to other people. Apart from caste, creed, greed and race, other nonsense things in the society. So you will give importance to individual, his freedom, his personality, his individuality, and respect them. Give equal respect. So he had fight for that his whole life.
Nicely you have put everything, whatever we discussed. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you on the board, and thank you so much for your time. We'll further discuss it in our upcoming episodes. A big thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.